We've been saying for months, we got to get all three of you guys on. Max, Carly, Cindy, and Jake. Jake is filming right now. I'll have him on later.
Love it.
In spirit.
He's in spirit inside of Lenny.
Spirit.
Yeah. Ollie. Hi, buddy. Come here. Come say hi. Come up here. Come up. Oh. There we go.
Oh my
There you
God.
go.
My goodness. Hi.
He's 9 months old. He's a big boy,
Yeah.
but he's a good boy. We like him.
My neighbor has a golden doodle, and it kind of looks like him too. And so
Yeah,
cute.
he's got the golden color, so he's not the the tricolor
Yeah.
thingy, but he's a good boy. Thank you for saying hello. Thank you. I think Love Actually, Elf. I think Elf.
Oh my
is
gosh! Wait, I have.
Yes.
Yes.
Amazing. I love it. Yeah, it's so funny, and it's such a good movie. And then Home Alone, the one where he goes to New York.
Lost in New York. That's
New
my
York.
absolute favorite.
I love that one, and the plaza, and the all the room service. It's so funny. Yeah, I'd have to say those three are probably the top.
So I was kind of wondering what it was like to work with Chris Russell and getting to do like.
Are you asking because he's such a hunk?
He is one of the hunks of Hallmark.
He is one of the hunkiest hunks. Not only me, our whole team has ever seen. I got a machismo Italian electrician gaffer, and he goes, "Holy shit, that guy makes me feel like a child."
Yeah. Cindy said the same thing.
Superman jaw and hair. And
I know.
he's like 6'3", 225 of like permanent muscle. So it was like working with him, emasculating.
Yep.
It felt just like, okay, I guess that's what a real man is like. And it made me feel inferior. But no, the guy's a gas. He was very complimentary at the end of the show. He's like, I'd come and do another Max McGuire movie.
Oh, I got one. Here, this one. Cindy Busby.
I love Cindy.
She's we've worked together on, not on a Hallmark thing, but she's one of my best buds. And we've been trying to like find a project for us and kind of do that. So yeah, I would love to work with Cindy because we would have an awesome time. She's such a fun hang. She's rad. So Busby, that's my answer. And Busby, if you watch this, don't let this go to your head. You're not that cool.
I can't wait to team up with Cindy again. She's like, there's different styles of comedy. And I might have said this previously, just with Cindy, like she genuinely just wants to make people laugh, I find. Yeah. Even more so than I mentioned, because they're all insanely talented, but she's full on comedian when she wants to cut loose. Like full on.
You can definitely see that in her movies.
You know what I mean? Like with the Jim Carrey facial expressions.
No one does it like her.
I know. She's so good at it.
I feel like her and Ashley Williams both like always show their like full out expressions on their face, and I love it.
It was fun. Like, I mean, if you've talked to like Andrew Paul or Tyler, any of those guys, they're all awesome. They're all like fun guys to be around, super positive. They never have a bad attitude. It's great vibes. It's a blast.
I'd love to have them on. Just timing.
Yeah.
But I'm hoping soon, guys. I would love to have you on here, so we can just have all sorts of fun and just guy time. And with Kimberly, bring Kim on. I mean, my gosh,
awesome.
She's awesome.
We went to her house to watch the premiere of Cases when it came out a couple weeks ago. Me, Paul, and then we had Andrew's out of town, but Andrew's wife, they just moved to Vancouver for the next year or two, I think. Like that. So Andrew's wife came to join us, and we just hung out, had some wine, watched the movie. It was fun.
Kevin is he's like a young Kurt Russell. I think is the best way to describe him. Incredibly charismatic, and he's a ham. Like he's just when the camera stops, he's always cracking jokes, always putting people at ease. It's just in his nature to be like that. I mean, it's funny. He knows he's good looking, and he treats it like a joke. The guy, come on, like that jaw, like that guy, like he should be in a superhero movie. Like, you know, he's that's why I mentioned Kurt Russell, because I'm a huge Kurt Russell fan from like, you know, because I grew up on like all those movies, like Big Trouble in Little China and The Thing and all those action movies with Kurt Russell. But yeah, Kevin, and so him and Kevin Taylor immediately hit it off. Tons of chemistry.
Who do you have to rein in more? Is it Cindy or is it Andrew Walker? Who do you have to try and rein in more?
That's a good question.
That's so good. They are a little different. Like Andrew Walker, I have to watch him because he comes up with ideas, and we don't have a Hallmark exec on set, and he's like, "Hey Jason, let's do this. It's okay if you won't get in trouble. I'll take the bullet. I'll take the blame." That's Andrew, so that's how he plays me a little bit, and I'm like, okay, we'll do it. But it's like, so whereas Cindy, it's more about you know, Cindy takes me aside and listen, if I ever go too big on the expressions, you know, I can go even bigger, but just let me know if I got to pull it in. Because she's like a top. You kind of wind her up and just let her go, and her energy on set's fantastic.
For the last thing for Yes Chef Christmas, did you have a favorite scene to shoot, and did you have a favorite food that you got to potentially eat?
Oh my God! First thing we talk about the food. We hired a private chef who do the actual cooking. So I mean, I ate that seared tuna. I ate the steaks. I ate the broccoli. I ate the scallops seared. I ate everything. It was understood that once the scene was over, Max was eating lamb chops. I think that scene where they did the cook-off and then presented the food, I feel like that was the most fun sequence. And then when she won, you know, you're rooting for her.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. What is it about Becky that keeps you going back to her with your films?
Becky is like everything you ask for. I mean, she's got the humor, she's got the look, she's got the heart. She's easy to work with. She's always prepared. She's worked on a variety of these rom-com Christmas movies, so she gets the tone. And she's become a friend. It's our third movie together. Her and my wife, I think, get along better than us. I came home from, I think, the last day of the shoot, and she was on my sofa sipping wine. I was like, what? I thought we were done.
Get rid of you. Leave. How is Paul and Amy on screen and off screen? How are they different?
Well, Amy's really prepared. She's really prepared. She's gone through all this script. She has all this stuff. She knows exactly what beat she wants to hit after what line, and like really focused. And, you know, I mean, she's a wonderful person to be around, like on screen and off screen. Whereas Paul and Paul are kind of the same thing, where we're like, we'll just change lines or change things and like banter back and forth. And Amy's just like, sometimes she's like, hey guys, can you just give me a heads up when this is happening? Because I just need to be whatever. And so sometimes Paul and I just forget when we're not in our own little world. But yeah, Paul, you know, Paul's the same off screen. He's not as like I shouldn't say the same off screen. That's a diss because he's such a dork in that movie.
With Kevin, I feel like he's done a lot more of like the fun, lighthearted movies. Was it like, did you have to like push him at all a little bit more to get into the role?
You know, it was. Now he did one where he played a hockey coach. Did you see that one?
Yeah.
So this one, he's still a hockey coach in the small town.
Okay.
But it's a very quirky small town, and it's hugely ensemble. So I think it was a breeze for him. Like, honestly, nothing seems like a challenge for that guy.
Yeah,
because he's just naturally charismatic, and he naturally had the chemistry. But he's actually a lawyer, so that's the funny thing. So he's this lawyer who's kind of taken over this hockey team as just part of his background. But he doesn't have a law office. It's literally at the rink. So when she shows up, this billionaire, you know, daughter, it's funny, their chemistry. It's very much like a brother and sister. So they kind of needle each other. they both enjoy teasing each other, and there's times when she's trying to do a take, and then he's off camera throwing little gummy bears at her to throw her off her game. And it was funny when we actually wrapped the show. He was still stuck 3 stories up, hanging off this net between these trees, and the rain was kind of pouring down, and he's like, wait for me. We'll meet up at the car. And she's like yelling up at him, no, I'm going to leave. Good working with you again. And it was so funny. We literally left Ben hanging up there. But it was just a very funny moment. But yeah, they do it. They needle each other, and they just have, it's more of a brother and sister relationship on set. Probably the most spiritual lead I've had, as far as just like waves of goodness, kind of like Barbara Niven. You work with some and you realize that they walk, some walk the talk, the whole thing. But I mean, she's like just truly, truly spiritual and giving. And we had a fantastic time on Scouting for Christmas. I can't wait for you guys to see that one.
Yeah.
We grew up with her on Sister Sister.
Yeah, I was just going to say, I'm so excited to see her tap into more of like that humor, because she used to do that on Sister Sister. So it'll be cool to see her like transition into that now with Hallmark.
Yeah, I gave her a lot of leeway. Like we had a lot of talks about it. My directing style is quite, I don't want to say gentle. It's quite like my style is very much like a partner in crime style, where I really like working with my leads and taking their suggestions. And we had a lot of trust.
And a shout out to Kirsten for being a teacher, one of the most appreciated professions, underpaid professions. And so she's got delayed because she was doing teaching. And so anyway, hi, and I hope to meet you next time, honey.
So meeting them was a little bit nerve-wracking, because again, you look up to people, but you also don't want to fan out when you're supposed to be one of their peers in the moment. You know what I mean? Like, I got in the van afterwards and I was like, I'm cool. I'm good. I am okay. Mom, I'm doing a movie with The Rock. She was like, yeah.
Mama Kelsey. What was your experience with Mama Kelsey on screen? And also, what was the first time meeting her? Because she's a legend of her own.
Yeah. She's great, man. Sweet lady, really funny lady, very down to earth. Super proud of her boys. She loves her boys and talks about them all the time. She was just excited that she had the opportunity to be on screen with us. And so we just kind of tried to give her some acting pointers and stuff.